Bloody classic. Dancing in most gangsters' paradise. Why so blind to see that the ones are you, me? Yeah, I'm okay with this, I think. The elbow metal? I think so. Armor, armor, armor. Paradise. She has a lot of cloth. Why so blind? See that the one are you and me. Da, da, da. Ooh, he wants me dead. Hell yeah. Maidens, what are you painting? Dinner is in the oven. It's orc skin time. Alright. Which orcs? Da, 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 da. She wants me dead. She wants me dead. Yeah, what's for dinner? Finished gas the other week. I think I saw that. Yeah. Turned out really good, actually. I love it. Good job. Wake up this morning. She wants me dead. She wants me dead. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Chicken Kiev. Yeah. Very yummy. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba. They might just be calling it something else for maidens. You know how languages do. You know, I'm actually going to get the reference out for this because it's a little confusing what's exactly gonna be metal and but not. Bit of a different. There you go. Yeah, what do we got? Where is this lady? So apparently this entire neck brace going to be metal. All right. Metal time. Cutlet de not saying it properly. No. I'm very sorry if you're French in chat. Feel like that was a hate crime to the French language. I want to formally issue an apology. Good names in English. I never disappear. I never disappear. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Have fun, maidens. You got this. Fun with the green skin. The green skin. Green skin. I'm in love with it. I'm just a fuck boy. Everybody, fuck boy. Not enough good reputation. But I really wanna know. Everybody thinks that I'm just a fuck boy. Well, I don't really think that I'm just a fuck boy. In all the worst ways. CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way to back into it. If I came from, look at you now. Light SR14, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you so much for that follow. Hi, whoa, that's a cool dog. Just hanging out today, starting the last group of Ghost Sisters. Ah, shit, this song. Oh my goodness. Gonna hit me in the feels. Yeah. Are you a mini painter yourself? Understand the Pepper Man? Doesn't turn to shreds. Motions on the Navi campaign. Just for a little interlude, they're going to look like these. Ghost Sisters. I tried to paint my first set of minis a month ago. Oh, very cool. Do you have any questions? What did you go for? Is this the very first time you're painting any miniatures? There's a lot of questions I could ask here. I can also show more. This is really not very not a very good example for what I do and what I paint, to be honest. This is a commission, and I'm just beginning it, so there's not really much excitement happening. Just beginning this group of minis. A lot of trim on her. First time. I did some water, air, and fire elementals. Oh, that is nice. Yes. With those, you could really practice some wet blending, because they are very monocolored, right? They can just fluently blend colors into each other while they are still wet. It's essentially what wet blending is. Very fun. I love it. It's a little bit like this, right? Putting one color very wet on here, and then another different one right next to it, and then I'm just blending them on the mini. Getting like a little transition. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I would do with elemental type miniatures. But if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I just answered a person on Instagram this morning that asked me for beginners tips, and I went for some basics, so I could definitely recite them for your benefit. However, I have to say I'm pretty new myself still. I don't consider myself a professional whatsoever. But I would love to share what I know. What colors would you suggest getting 100%? Colors not bound to a color scheme like metals or something. You mean what type, what brand? Like one of the basic sets that everyone could use for most miniature purposes? Is that what you mean, Riffy? Yeah, hi Ross, how's it going? Could also be the Citadel color line. Yeah, but I don't recommend these. Unless you are a brutal beginner, I don't think the Citadels are a smart pickup. Let's put it that way. They're really good if you're still learning, if you're still finding your way around the brush, around the palette. They are very forgiving in many ways, easy to use. They are really designed for the greater public. So for those people, it is a recommend. But if you want to dive more into it and get more advanced, one thing I can definitely recommend by now is the Chimera color the Chimera Colors Paint Basic set, which is the one I have. They're really, really good if you want to mix your own colors and just have a bit more freedom in terms of color and saturation range, and are less bound to the pigment you own. You know what I mean? The pre-made brands. What brands are you suggesting? Because besides a spray can of Chaos Black, I didn't get anything at the moment. Ah, yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, they are not that easy and intuitively to use. Intuitive to use? I don't know. They require some expertise, which is also what I was warned about before picking them up. But I am feeling very good with them, and I never regretted that for a minute. Do you love it? But I should also mention that I haven't really tried many paints, okay? Like that's what makes my advice a little less ideal. Because, you know, I don't have the big range of experience. I haven't tried them myself. I'm just going by what I was told, what I heard, and going by the ones that I tried. Maybe there's some out there that are even better than the Chimeras. But combined with the fact that I know many much better mini painters than myself who really love the Chimeras, I don't think I'm making a mistake recommending them. Na, wieder Stresses. Der ranzige Rastus. Such a good line. What would you suggest for washes? I mean, you can get washes, but you don't need them. They're a good tool if you want to paint a lot of minis quickly in the same way. That is why I use washes on these sisters, right? And they are very fun. And if you want to do the same, we can talk about which ones. But of course, just like with the other questions, it's always about what you want to do. How you want to paint, what you want to paint, how much time you want to take and invest, how much money do you want to take and invest. You know, it's never really one-dimensional. And I'm not a person that likes giving one-dimensional advice or feedback. Oh, Autofire, how's it going? Nice to see you. Hi, Buffle. Did you already end your stream? I was hoping maybe I could raid you. Can we get a shout out? Oh, we already did. No, you're cute. No, you're cute. Welcome, Buffle. I hope you had a good time. Did the sound redeems work? No, let it go. Radio. The strangers in this town, they raise you up just to cut you down. Oh, Angela, it's a long time coming to you. Oh, Angela, spent your whole life running away. Tell me that's not a great song, and I'll call you a liar. Hotel room, lost in me, lost in you. Angela, on my knees, I belong, I believe. Oh, my leg. I can't go that high. Ah, shit. Ah, whatever. I got my big Chaos Knights as minis, and I want to put a good chunk of hours into them. Okay, okay. So I've never really, I've never painted something that big and with this much detail and trim and all that. And I don't think I ever will or want to. That's just not me. But they are insanely cool pieces. And I'm honestly not quite sure how I would go about it. This makes the situation a little bit difficult. You can like I also I'm not sure how experienced you are and you know what else you've done painted. By the way, feel free to answer these questions with links. You didn't? He's a dingus. You didn't? Didn't do what? You didn't stream? Thought he went live. The Silver Tongue Devil. There are my first minis. Maybe not the smartest move, but I could not just couldn't. Hey, look. No, I'm gonna vehemently disagree with your statement that it might not be a smart move. Doesn't fucking matter what you get, as long as you enjoy it. Honestly, the first, I deeply believe this. The first pickup should be something that you're excited about, that you want to paint, that you're really, really enjoying. Sure, it's a shame if it turns out it's too challenging or or turns out not to be what you hoped it would be. But I believe this is rarer than with any other situation when you would pick up something that you're not excited about from the start, and then yeah, just ends up with you not enjoying the process as much because you don't enjoy the mini you're painting, right? I'm sure that makes sense to most of us. Yeah, I personally I learned this a long time ago that I get particularly motivated through excitement and enjoyment. It's basically my main and only way to motivate myself to really go above and beyond. I don't really have another motivator for that type of work. But yeah, I fully support it. You do what you want and enjoy. You didn't end it. You didn't end it! Ah, that cheeky... Okay, I didn't expect that. Thank you. So yeah, how would I do it? Probably... Oh man, I don't really know. But if it was my first mini, if I didn't have a lot of experience with miniatures at all, I would keep it simple. Do the primer, as you said. Go in with base coats, what I'm doing now, right? You put in base coats pretty rough. Then later I will paint the cloak, which is also why I don't really have to care too much about painting over it, right? These things here will just paint over it with the other colors here, with the dark red that I'm gonna put for the cloaks, or the browns on the books, or the brown on the whip. I don't really have to be careful with the detail here because I'm painting over it. So this is also why you start with the biggest area of paints, the biggest surfaces. Since I do want a Chaos Knight and army really badly, I absolutely can't wait to dig right into them. There you go, look, that is the goal, yes. Let's get that enthusiasm going. Hell yeah, I'm happy for you. Exciting times, exciting times. Make sure to take pictures. This is also something, it's not really paint related, but I cannot emphasize enough how happy I am that I documented everything that I did since coming back to the hobby in 2020. Right? I'll just show it again because I feel like a lot of people could benefit from this. Let me get it up. Window capture. There it is. Look, this is how I do it. Don't have to go this crazy, okay? But it also shows stuff that I can also recommend, right? So there's references right here. This is a bunch of stuff that I collected from different places, tutorials, inspirations, amazing technique, pictures, images, examples. This one. CG mini painting, thank you so much for the raid. This one I bought, so I'm not opening it. I bought on Etsy. Welcome in, everyone. I'm just gonna pause this real quick. I'm coming back to it, okay? Remind me if I don't, Refi. Hi, Chinur, how's it going? Welcome in, CG. Mini mommy. Mommy? Sorry, mommy? Sorry, mommy? Welcome in. Thank you so much for that raid. Appreciate you. Oh, hi, moin. Alle Deutsch? Oder nur du? Wie geht's? Hi, how you doing? What did you paint? Yes, please, there's a shout out for you, everyone who isn't already. Let's go and follow CG Mini. Let me make sure I am already. I have not, so I'm gonna do that now. Thank you so much for the raid. What do you paint? What kind of mini painter are you? Started a Calamore. Okay. Not true. What? Just me. Okay, got you. Come in, everyone. So yeah, my name's CryoCheese. I'm a German mini painter, and I'm currently Googling that thing that you just... Calamorph. Oh, that's one of the... Genestealer. I know that model. That's cool. It's very cool. What color scheme are you going with? German as well. Let's go. Paint everything. It's for Genestealer code. Nice. Very nice. So, you're meeting me on a weekly stream, which is... sorry. I'm also a little bit tired today. Which is a commission day, essentially. Green Teal Red. Ooh. Very cool. Green Teal Red. I love those colors, as you can tell in a minute. I'm currently painting a commission for a friend of Sisters of Battle. This was my very first piece, basically the practice run for the color scheme. We wanted to give it like a transition between more of a ghost, more of an ethereal look, transitioning into more of the manifested corporeal form, which is a bit difficult on such a static model. But overall, and then you can see it here again as well on the Repentia. I'm almost done with the army, with this small army. It's not a 2k points army, but it's a small one. So this is the last batch that I started today, and I'm really just starting out by slapping on some Leadbelcher and Balthasar Gold with this transition step. Maybe based in Germany. I'm around Berlin, and that's about all I'm willing to say openly on stream. The last batch I did were these Seraphim. Really, really, really fun. I did the basing with Korg myself. Because I couldn't find the plastic thingies. Sobobos, or just Bob, I assume. Hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. So this is the commission piece. Really happy with these. And on Saturdays, I'm painting my own minis, which is Custodes. I have blue, silver, black Custodes, my own color scheme. And I'm currently on this jet bike, which I spent close to 200 hours on now and over a year. So since I only paint on Saturdays and for just 5 hours each session, it just took a while. The last detail I painted was this wing, which was this Saturday. Really fun. The mad thing with this piece is that I do two strong nearby OSLs, the orange explosion from the front and the green from below, from the base. And then still sky and earth. You can see the chrome parts of the model. It's a bit of a mad project, and I ended up deciding I'm gonna take it to Golden Demon. For fun. Also, that is my Trajan Valoris model. I like altering things, you know, just little changes in details, painting things a bit differently. But just having fun, you know? It's all about fun with me. Do you have any Henry Cavill ads for your custodies? Dude, I want to. Give me. Northern Germany, a bit, yeah. I'm originally from the south. I'm originally a Bavarian. Sausage, I guess. So do I, and they don't turn out as nice. He takes 1 million hours on one model, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. But I keep changing things, you know? Keep switching and deciding for new things and then repainting the old bits. Bit of a back and forth. And at the moment, I'm doing a Slaanesh conversion. There's a little sneak peek there. Changing up Celeste heavily. There's a lot more to come. The next Custodes model at the moment, because I'm letting my Discord decide on what models I paint when. The next one will probably, at the moment, it looks like it's gonna be the customized Galatas Dreadnought in the heavy defensive pose. Everyone wants to see me paint this because I promised to paint a freehand on this shield. And because it's such a big shield, you see where I enlarged it with green stuff, while still doing everything to keep the surface even. There's a lot of space for freehands. That's a nice flat area. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, Jalen. Jalen. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong or right. Also, we need a shout out for Jalen as well. Jalen. Use my family crest for the shield? Sure. Why not? Just some. Not even my own, you know? Just someone else's. Would even kind of work if with your color scheme. Ooh. Okay, so you actually have a family crest for it. Take the spares away. Thank you, Rizzy. We're about to hit the last. Did we finish her? Did we get all this metallics? I think so. Also, let me just quickly, CG mini painting. Thank you again for that raid. Really appreciate it. And welcome in, everyone. Prince Summer. What I didn't do yet is check your Instagram. Let me have a quick look. I hope you have it linked to your Twitch, like any good mini painting streamer. Yeah. Thank you very much for that easy access. Shit, I'm already following you. I knew I recognized your name, but thought I had recognized it on Twitch or seen it on Twitch. Yeah, I like your stuff. Really cool, really cool. That yellow Infinity Trooper type mini. So yellow, and such a nice yellow as well. The Sphinx is amazing, Lord Croak is brilliant. Love those different purples. You have a very cool style. I see it so. My ancestors were a knight family based in Saxony. Damn. I've never heard that pronunciation before. I will add it to the list. God dang it. Dialen? Is it Dialen? Dialen? Or Jelen? Like jelly? Jelen? See? People can struggle with names. Now we're even again? True. I did butcher your name today as well, so it's fine. Yeah, yeah, very even. Okay, let's just get on with it. Last medals. Sent you a pic on Instagram of the crest. Ooh. Yeah. Also a big fan of music, so we got some. You're doing a whole army? These sisters are a small army commission, yes. It's like, what, 1,500 points? Something like that. And I'm doing them for another friend and viewer here in chat. Not all in the GD style, right? Or... Oh, the Custodies! Well, they are meant to become an army. The jetbike is the 4th mini I've done. But I did originally get them for my very first army, yes. I just took a wrong turn somewhere, and now I'm doing them all in display quality. Not even display, competition, which is weird. Yeah. You will be done with painting the army one day. Yeah. I already, like, on a serious note, I do have very concrete plans on fast tracking the non-HQ, non-unique models. So all the squads, I'll find some ways to fast track them. So this is all trim here on a wooden. I think this is just all meant to be wooden with the texture that's on the print sculpt. All right, I wanted to check Insta. Yeah. Oh, I see. That is a very cool. That is a cool family crest. 1071. Damn. Damn, that's ancient. Damn, Refi. Snack! Okay, Rizzy, we got no choice. I'm going to have some chocolate. That's no fun, I know, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I didn't have money for the grocery store. I had to move money from PayPal to my bank account, and apparently they take like up to 2 days for that shit, unless you give them money, which I don't want to. Thank you. I want to give them money for free. My ancestors took part in the Crusades? Jesus. How do you know that so precisely? It's crazy. And most of my ancestors come from a part of Germany that is now not Germany anymore, so that stuff got lost. And years from now, Cryer will decide the army is lost. And then turns out all his minis into a diorama and win a Slayer sword. Oh. I do really want to eventually make a diorama. Fucking love dioramas. Do so many fun things. The storytelling, I adore the storytelling of good dioramas. My grandpa took it upon himself to research our roots. That as far as he was able to track them. He's now 85 and doesn't have the energy to keep on going with that. Maybe one day another person will pick up where he left it. As long as he documents it well. Oh shit, Raffi! That's where we stopped. I remembered myself. I wanted to show you. and we wanted to talk more about stuff that is good to get or to do in the beginning of your mini painting career. Call it career. Thank frick! Home sweet home. Oh my goodness. Welcome home, bloody. Let's, he already wins things with those minis. They are not allowed to enter again. Not the same model. Always make new ones. How are you doing, Death Corps? Deathcore. Do you, yes. I was thinking to give my DK a paint job. Oh, Chaos Knight. With the colors of my crest to honor my grandpa as well. Do you want it to be Chaos themed then? Sure, it's up to you. So, this is where we left it off. Like, I honestly want to emphasize that there's literally nothing wrong with getting references, okay? I don't know why, but there might actually be people out there who frown upon getting references, looking at other artists' work. Fuck that shit. Please do not listen to that. Learn from others. Learn from other people's mistakes. It's literally what most artists hope for. Or they're honored by it. You wanted it, Chaos Knight. Yeah. This was reminded how pointed it is to go to the office. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. And then, of course, do stuff like I do. You don't have to go this nuts, you know. This is all my folders from 2020, June 2020 to this Saturday. That's what I do. I take pictures of everything. I make comparisons. Sure, this is for Instagram, but the thing is, I'm also happy I have it. I am happy I keep it. I make saves of this. I can inspire one painter. I call it a successful day. There it is. Yeah, really no shame in looking how other people do it and then try to recreate it or take learn something from it that you can use in your own take. But yeah, honestly, I can really recommend it. I can really recommend documenting everything you do. You will fucking love going back and looking at, oh, look, this is what I did once, long time ago. Like, there. That was my first try. Let's just zoom in. This was my first try at mixing different Citadel shades into each other, letting them flow into each other on the model. It was such a fascinating experience that I'm now doing it on these. I'm literally doing exactly that to make the armor look super corroded and dead, essentially. And I can go back to that. That's well organized. I need that as well. Honestly, it's never too late to start. Yeah. I also have pictures of my old Lord of the Rings minis that I painted as a kid. This is why I'm not really new. Why I wasn't completely new in 2020. Yeah. I have all of this. Data sheets, notes for commissions. It's just good to have a good, well-organized folder. It feels good. It feels right. Yeah. Enough of that. Yeah, the paints that I recommend are the Chimeras because they are the best among the ones that I got, that I have tried so far. But they take a bit of experience in handling these types of paints. Gotta make sure to mix them right and well. Yeah, gotta have a feel for color theory to actually get the color that you want or need, because it is only a base color set of 13 colors. Base color set. Also, what I can recommend for sure is it is good to try different brushes as well, but I would ignore the very cheapest, okay? I'm notoriously low on money because I am a full-time student that for the most time until recently that was the case until recently I didn't have a good side job. Luckily that is finally changed. But yeah, I've always had to look on the money side of things, look at the money side of things. So I did get the cheapest of brushes and I do not recommend it. They will rather hinder your progress in learning. And they will just it's not worth it because they get unusable before you get your money's worth, in my opinion. Also, I recommend maintaining your brush as well. Getting some brush soap, or at least doing the basics, like always wash your brushes on a regular basis. I have 2 water pots. Always have 2 water pots. One to rinse the brush, even in between using the same colors. You don't push. Sometimes I'm doing this with this one because it's a cheap brush. It's a cheap brush. Not the cheapest, but it's quite cheap. Cheap brushes will also always lose hair. Yeah, absolutely. So for example, with good brushes, you should never push, okay? You don't do that. You always pull the brush. Then when it comes to storing, you don't store them like this, because that means leftover paint or water flows into the metal piece. I always forget what the right name for this fucking tube is. You store it upside down or lying down. Stuff, all stuff I learned. What I do, this is when I have the brush in my mouth. This is after rinsing it in water and tapping the most of the water off on my paper towel, and then the remaining one end to get the shape. But it's a little bit. It's a shit brush, of course, but still, this after the paper towel, it's not perfect shape. So like just quickly. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Just giving it shape again with some saliva. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't taste bad since it's rinsed. It's just to maintain the shape. Bristle direction. Keep it together, you know. Keep the tip. But I'm all of these things that I'm recommending, I'm not exactly doing while painting this because I intentionally use a shit brush because I want to paint super quick and with a much less regard for the brush. Which is also why you don't see me washing and rinsing them as often as I should. The longer you keep the same paint on the brush, the higher the risk of it drying within or in between the bristles. I don't listen anyway. Look, I'm pushing and punching it in. That's horrible for the brush, but this one's gone already, so fuck it. This is also like, this is a good use for shit brushes. You can do some quick and dirty work. I'm also a big fan of when it comes to detail painting, like pushing your hands together and then painting in between. That gives you a lot of stability. It works, yes. How's it going, Olaf? How's it going, Olaf? Do it with lead paint? Oh, Jesus. Do what I say, not what I do. Well, you know, sometimes it goes like that. Also, I do have a wet palette here. It's ready for when I need it. Water and sponge. Yes. Thanks, Olaf. How you doing, friend? But I'm not really using them for this big metallic base coat. It's quicker that way, and I don't need to maintain it very long on the palette anyway. I don't need to mix it. I don't want to thin them, so the wet palette is a little bit useless. But getting a wet palette is a very, very good idea, in my opinion. There was interesting talk on a mini painting podcast that I always watch, because it's also like really, really good people and streamers and people I know. Exclamation mark Vodcast if you want to check that out and follow them. And they had the topic of wet palettes and brought up a very interesting point, and that might actually be interesting for even more people than just beginners. Yes, a wet palette is probably the most important tool for proper mini painting, but it might actually be a bad idea for brand new people. Like, if you are at the stage of your mini painting experience where you still have to get a feel for how the consistency of paint works, how you have to thin it down before putting it on the model, because you shouldn't use it right out of the pot. This metallic is another bad example, because if I have to, I also know what I have to do to get it down to a consistency where it doesn't ruin detail. If you use paint out of the pot, any other regular paint, or including this one, but well, I know how to spread it out, and I can always get a little bit of water and then thin it on the model again, move it around. I know how quickly it dries and all that, you know. But you shouldn't use it out of the pot. That is the key info. That once again, do how I say, not how I do. Once I'm done with this damn metallics, I'm gonna use the wet palette, trust me. But yeah, where was I? Right. It might be a good idea to learn how to work and thin your paints on a dry palette, for which you can use like bathroom tiles or anything. You know, the classic thing that you know from canvas painters or oil painters who don't need a wet palette because oil paints don't dry that fast. What's up, Jet? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Oh, it's out of the tube. No thinning, no wet palette. True. Yeah. But which beginner starts with oil paints? There probably are some mad lads. How you doing today, Jet? Your week started nicely. Chill. I should be done with the silver. No fight! I will throw you both in jail. Who's fighting? Olaf, behave! I would use a piece of paper with a little bit of water. What? A regular piece of paper as a palette? It's way too absurd. You're trolling. It has way too much suck. I fight an Inquisitor all day, every day. Ooh, we got a heretic and we got a person who loves role-playing as Inquisitor. This is yay. Keep it light, guys. Meant to be a comfy space. Okay, we're gonna have this be like a sarcophagus, so this is gonna be magenta ultimately. It's like a lining of a coffin. Doing good, thanks. Fat and Warlord, so ready to go. Nice. Working on my mounted knight after my tuition from... Oh, you had that course as well? Hell yeah. It's very cool, very cool. I heard that's a really good experience. I think the last person I talked to about this was Richard. I think he took a course about skin painting with like an hour with JW. Very cool. All in the same cell. What podcast were you talking about? Exclamation mark vodcast. They are called 4 Brushes, 1 Pot. Part of they're part of the British mini painting community. They're all Brits, and I'm you could say I'm pretty close with them, and I love their streams individually, and it's amazing seeing them do this podcast together. Podcast. It's a little bit confusing because they started using this name later on. In the beginning, they didn't have it immediately. Kind of silly and funny. It's a good time, really. They all are very knowledgeable, very, very good painters, and they're talking about super interesting topics all the time. But also, it's very silly. They like having a bit of fun with each other. Right, Jet? Aww. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for your resub. How you doing, girl? How was or is Canada? I believe you wouldn't go there for just a weekend, would you? What do I know? Yes, please shout out the chaotic Miss Quinn. Hi, girl. How you doing? Talk to me good. I am Speed. Thank you so much for your support. You are lovely and amazing and funny and hopefully healthy. Aren't you supposed to be eating sushi right now? Did Charles Lee say so? I just finished the Eisenhorn books and I'm about to finish the first Ravener book. They're worth a read. Dude, I'm currently sitting on the second Ravener book. I'm kind of on a break with audiobooks, but that's exactly what I did. It's exactly what I did, and I can absolutely echo that. The Eisenhorn books are fantastic, and Ravener is really good as well. Really interesting. But I'm doing all that because I want to reach Pariah and the Bequin saga because I got spoiled. I got spoiled that a character will appear that I absolutely love. I'm not gonna say anything more because I'm already pissed that I got spoiled. But now I really want to want to see and hear that part myself. Jesus, I can't talk. Hired Cryo, no good English. I'm sorry, boss. So much more than we bargained for. Yes, we are supposed to be eating sushi. Oh yeah, enjoy! I hope it's all the good sushi. You going out to a restaurant? Oh, the Emperor, not the Ultra Smurfs? Huh? Stop promoting spam. Provoking spam? Who's provoking spam? I also secured Pariah. I can't get my hand on the 2 missing. What? Oh, you all want them in the physical copy. Dang. And Amazon didn't work? Or are you avoiding Amazon? I feel like there are more and more people who want to boycott the Bezos. But I might not want to be one of them. Now I know I'm not the only one. Try to avoid Amazon as much as I can. Ah, yeah. Just started Eisenhorn Xenos. It's my first ever Black Library book. Only on page 5, but enjoying it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I have a few physical books, but way more. Try to get the rims. Home away. Home away. Home away. Like to shop. Almost tell you down. Almost did we all. Oh shit, Jet, are you participating in the Slanesh challenge, by the way? I'm not sure if I knew that. Hardback that I won from Ravenlight. Oh, cool. Very cool. Olaf! Keep it light, man. The fuck? Jesus. Send me my way. Okay. So what do we do next? I believe it's just gonna be our reds. How much time do we have? We have an hour left of my 3-hour schedule. Yo, Fly, welcome in. How you doing? How's the flying, man? Wait, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Getting this fucking shit back in there without dipping your hand in the paint is... Don't get me started. And pots. You're such a dingus? What do you mean? I wasn't gonna, but IC gave me an idea last night after seeing one of my prints. Ooh, so you're gonna? Oh, hell yeah. Rizzy keeps insulting me, guys. I don't know what to do. On the GW community website, there was a poll for one of the 5 books. The winner gets a new reprint. Ooh. Finished another member of the Wordbearers. Hell yeah. You wanna show off? Da 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 da. Palatine. Sounded like Palatine, which is a character. Can't get this fucking hero out of there. So this is slightly too much water, but whatever. Fine. Fine. Hey, it's a link. Oh, yes. That looks great. Oh, what a kit bash. We got the chains. Trademarked by Duckers. One I'm most proud of so far. Ooh. Should we do a quick break, and I'm gonna show you what the fuck I've got going for the Slaanesh challenge. Okay. Can I make a wet palette with paper and water plus plate? You can make your own wet palette, but you can't use regular paper. You can't use regular paper. Give me a second. I will tell you how. Okay, so you need a container. You need a flat and even container. Like, as close as you can get to something like this, right? So I used to use a Tupperware container. Any of the wide and just as big of a surface as you can get. Then you get a whole bunch of this. Make like for the homemade one, you get a like 6, maybe 8 layers, depending on how big it is. Okay. And then you recreate the sponge. A lunchbox for bread is great, yeah. But I always loved the one with the lowest the lowest Küchenpapier. Yes, exactly. A paper that doesn't dissolve in water, like toilet paper. Don't use toilet paper that dissolves in water. The paper towels, and you make it thick. So you're basically recreating a sponge that can hold a bit of water. You want a bit of water, but you don't want to risk the actual ultimate paper diving into the water. That's why you have the sponge, right? It holds all the water, it lets the water flow through, but it doesn't, and it's a lot of water underneath, so you have time. It doesn't all disappear soon. And then you get the cheapest baking paper that you can get. I'm saying baking paper, Backpapier, because I know Olaf is German. Don't go for the expensive one. Just sometimes we think higher price is better quality. Go for the cheapest, because the expensive ones tend to have like an agent that prevents the sticking of whatever you want to put in there. Not sure how useful it would be for a lunch, but well, for one piece of bread. Who would have thought? Oh, God damn it, Riffy. It's really thin, great for repellent. Yeah, okay, that's cool. One piece of bread. Yeah. So then you just cut the Backpapier, the baking paper, in this shape that you need for your container, and that's gonna be where you put the water. And that type of paper has this consistency or this materiality where you can pull water through it, but it still stays dry on the top. It doesn't let all the water through, but if both sides are wet, then there is a flow, okay? If one side is dry, the other side can be as wet as it wants, the other side will be dry. Parchment. Yeah, parchment is the English word, but it's probably easier to say to a German how a German will hear it. Does it make sense? Dr. Quick Pick and Whip sharing. Hell yeah. Thank you. I just Okay. Did you follow all that, Olaf? Was that a good tutorial? Oh shit. Guess which one? Of course. Yeah, those are nice prints, chat. Those are big. Holy shit. That's a gorgeous dragon. Both of them. And then, then you have like a succubus, huh? Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is how I started. I also didn't have the... But honestly, this is still an upgrade. And this is what, like 15 bucks? Buying this from the army painter was like a lot of bank for a very little buck. And that's Gaskell from Mini. Maiden's Minis. Hell yeah. Gonna get a hype emote in there. Not hitting the right emotes. Right, I have to take care of my chicken. I don't know if that's meant to say you're gonna eat your chicken. I was translating for any English people. Yeah, parchment paper. Yeah, thank you. I just couldn't find the word parchment paper, I'm gonna be honest. Being a language dingus today. So Rizzy wasn't wrong. Okay, chat. Here's my plan for the Slaanesh challenge, or anyone else. I just know that chat also participates in this challenge. It's about doing anything Slaanesh related, right? And I'm really excited to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this, and this demon lady. I'm gonna kit bash them together to one crazy dancing demon lady. And I've already changed him with the pose like this. Heavy, big change. I have the one arm relaxed. I had to fill in the entire elbow part with green stuff and sculpted some muscles because he had it in a 90-degree angle, right? So the bicep was like this shape, but if you relax the arm, the bicep becomes like this, right? So I had to reshape this. I had to shape the neck because he's looking up now, and the entire arm here. This one is turned by 180 degree because it makes anatomical sense. And he's holding this arm up. This is not put in here. This is just blue tacked. And I'm not gonna give all this ornamentation around the neck. I feel like that's a little bit too much. I want him a little bit free around it, you know? Feels a bit better. But overall, I'm really happy with this stance. It's all, even this massive axe is a little bit, it's not the main course here. It's a side dish. The main course is the dancing lady that's gonna be dancing on his fucking palm. Okay? It's gonna have the palm out like this, and I'm gonna make a crazy hand. It's gonna be a demon hand. So, there's gonna be one, probably, there's gonna be one claw of these here. And then I'm going to use, and this is something I just thought of yesterday, I'm gonna use these two curved horns here as fingers. And I'm gonna use these claws as 2 more fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand. I was thinking of adding an incubus to the succubus for effect. Yeah, do it. Oh, that's cool, like a little duo. So he's gonna have a massive demon hand, and in the palm, you're gonna go sleep, Olaf. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. And in the palm is where Our Lady is going to dance. That's the plan. He's also gonna have this one on the back, and I also started changing that a lot. And this is how far I got with her. I have to sculpt the butt cheeks, because this is where normally she would have. Come on. She would have this cloak piece, but I feel like that's just way too thick. So this is where the butt would be. But since I'm taking that away, I don't want it. That's why I'm gonna have to sculpt the butt. It's gonna be fun. And she's gonna have, of course, the big ass whip. Look at how fucking big that is. That's a demon size. Humans are like this. And this is the whip. She gotta be thick? Oh hell yeah, you better know it. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. Also, and here's the wild thing, okay? Here's the wild thing, guys. I'm going to make a face swap. Because I like that head, I like the horns, I like the hair, I like these earrings very much, but I find this face a little bit distressing. And not fitting the theme of this very elegant dancer that's also very brutal. So I'm giving her the neutral face. So it's gonna be a lot of cutting. This is my entire box of Kit Bash. Okay, let's paint some more. Lately I've been terrified. This, nope. What's this? Where is my love? Where is my saute green? Nope, that's not it. Oh, there it is. You've heard of a head swap. Next best thing is face swap. Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna be infinitely more aggravating. But this is the thing. These crazy things, these stupid ideas. Yes, gold. Yes, gold. Yes. Right there. They're amazing. These crazy ideas are what make me excited, and I talked earlier about it. Nothing excites me or motivates me to pick up a knife or a brush as much as being excited. I want to feel this itch. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I want to dive into that. I want to try this. And these crazy things, these insane ideas, that's really the fuel for these motivators. Also, I think it's about time that I go to the friggin' barber again. Hairdresser. So, I'm getting all these paints because we're going to do the prep for this. These cloth pieces. But the flop, I can cut your hair. You wouldn't. Yo, what's up, Salad Bum? Nice to see you. You know the feel? Let's give Salad Bum a shout out as well. We did shout out Jalen, right? Jalen. I'm still saying it wrong. And next time I'm coming by your stream, I'm gonna listen really intently and ask you to say it right. Wondering how to use the Psyker head thingy from the Dark Communion for my word bearers. Ooh. How about this decoration on the ground? I don't like word bearers. I mean, they're really cool models with a really cool theme, but lore-wise, I hate them. I hate to admit this, but I think lore-wise I'm very much on Olaf's side. Wondering how I read that. I did the thing. It's okay, man, I got no self-esteem. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We make plans and go out at night. I'm not hesitating to put this much paint on the palette because I know I'm gonna be back on Wednesday for this. Unless I get hooked on Total War Warhammer badly tomorrow. If it's gonna be very, very bad, I'm gonna cancel Wednesday's stream, but that's very unlikely. Very unlikely. You heard it here first, very unlikely. Because the body horror on that model is lovely. Had to restart stream, I don't know if I missed something. Is everything alright with the stream? Yeah, it is. Okay. Welcome back. I don't know, I just shat on World Bearers. I think they're amazing models, genuinely. The more you suffer, the more you shows you really care. Right? Yeah. Let's start with the biggest one. That is a lot of cloth. Was my network that mess? Oh. Actually, let's get a bigger one. Let's get a bigger one. I need a bigger boat. Not these, though. It's kinda hard when she's ready to go. So, for anyone who's still here who's a beginner with the beginner talk earlier, let's just continue that for continuity. I have the paint on the palette now, which is like for much, much longer time being kept moist and workable because it constantly resupplies itself with water from underneath, right? This is totally dry. This is dry. Doesn't pull through the water, except for the spots where this drop is. This is where the parchment paper gets essentially broken through. And this is also a part of the wet palette that is now less effective. Keep that in mind. And since you want to generally thin your paints a lot in mini painting, and rather paint multiple layers to have more control over how you shift the color while doing so, and rely more on maybe on transparency. Because the more you thin, the more transparent the paint gets, and that can be very beneficial and even very necessary for many techniques like glazing or layering or yeah, mainly these. Like right now, you can see some of the white still shining through, which is something I can definitely make use of. But these are not even thin enough to be glazed. This is basically just a thin layer right here. I should start wet blending these. Yeah. What am I doing? Love doing this. I'm doing this because we have this color scheme set to be focused on the blend between the Materium and the immaterium, essentially. It's another way that I haven't used yet to describe it. Huh. This is literally wet blending now. So I have so much things to explore. You're painting so different than I do. It's great, but you're also really good. You're just different. I hope you still recognize that for yourself. Like, I really wouldn't say any of the two techniques is better. Just saying. But I don't think that's what you're saying. But it's true. Yeah, many different techniques, and partly because I'm also I stopped learning, like one-to-one learning from other painters a little bit earlier than I maybe should have. I'm the type of stubborn bastard that likes figuring shit out himself, you know? Really enjoy that. It's like a more fun process of doing it. Of course, I did with the very basics. I also just watched other people. I looked at YouTube. I looked at tutorials. That is a lot of wetness. But by now, or for some time now, kind of stopped doing that, which may have been a mistake. And I just dive into things, doing things, trying things. I think the last thing where I just looked at one-to-one references and imitated them to recreate them and to learn how to do them was the chrome on the bike, which was by now, I think, almost a year ago. When was that? Nah, maybe 3/4 of it, something like that. La 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 la. But you can see I'm keeping the paint wet while getting on newer paint. It's a very wet ordeal, but also fun to blend into each other. But I do have to be careful that I'm not putting too much paint overall on the model and getting rid of these beautiful details here. Maybe at some point it's good to call it and let it dry and then go over it with another layer, which is what you call layering. Glazing is something entirely different to these. Die Welt war furchtbar ungerecht, doch dann kam die Wende. Es war einfach zu Ende. Hip hip hurra, alles ist besser, als es damals war. Wir waren alle, wir weinten jeden Tag. Wir waren oft krank. Jetzt ist alles voll stark. My net is dying, so stream is laggy, basically unwatchable for me. Ah, I'm so sorry. Hope you have a nice stream, much love. Take care, dude. Take care. Und ich finde es wirklich stark, dass ich das noch erleben darf. It was good to see you, regardless. I hope the net fixes itself soon. Or gets fixed. Liebe und Frieden an you. That was a lot of paint on the brush. Sometimes I don't get rid of all of it, and then I have huge blobs of water on the palette, which is the case now. Sorry, Jalen, I'm not about to read it. Gestern bis allen dreckig, heute geht's. Alle sind total gut drauf. Europa, Asien, Afrika, Australien und Amerika. Isn't glazing just layering, but with a more transparent paint, or am I missing something? Yeah, but it's so much thinner that I would really set them apart, you know? On glazing, I watched a lot of videos. a lot from many different painters. And just the consistency is generally so different. Like for glazing, you go like this, right? So much water, so much like this. So it's very transparent on the paper, the palette, and then you get rid of some of it, and then you put your overlapping layers. I'm back, and my chickens are in bed. You were genuinely taking care of the chickens. Genuinely wow. A part of me thought that you had food to eat. Welcome back. Everlong. But this is basically layering, right? I have a just regularly thinned out paint. Add another layer on top of the previously, previous layer, which I allowed to dry. Which you also have to do that with glazing. But I am, of course, still doing this a little hastily because I want to move on, pick up the next mini. I'm not a batch painter, guys. Just gotta say it. It's a nice experience, I value it, but I am not gonna do this a lot. I feel the constant internal reminder that I shouldn't take this long. So even right now, as I am taking a little longer, it looks like shit because I'm rushing it because of my internal keep going. Not fun. I need a dictionary for mini painting terms. True. I'm a proud chicken father, so no food joke there. Ah, that's wholesome. My mom always wanted chickens. My mom always wanted chickens. She kept talking about it when I was young. And I think now, very soon, they might get some. But they already have Greek tortoises, which are amazing and which recently hatched their first eggs, which is massive. They've been trying for that for many years. I think almost 8 years now. There are a lot of tortoise pics on the Discord, by the way, which is also where I would love to see some chickens. Reffy. Join the Discord, share the pics. Oh my god, look at me rushing this shit. Let's get a little mid-tone going. So this is like half glazing, right? I'm putting a very thin transparent layer in between two paints to mix them, blend them into each other. This is essentially the glazing that Jelen described. But not what I would say is the main type of classic. It's a I don't want it to be. I don't want to coin any terms. I'm just stumbling, looking for good ways to describe what I feel. Flash through the core galaxy, started to blossoms the age of greed behind her. So difficult to sing along to Woodkid, honestly. Try it. If you don't know the song text yet, it's such a difficult task. The way he pronounces some words is really curious. I know I'm one to talk, but just easier with other ones. Did you ever eat the chocolate? Yes, of course. I'm asking you kindly to show the chimkins on stream. Okay. You are very polite in doing so, and of course I will. Are they in yet? Could be a preventive ask. Preemptive ask. I know it's not called ask. I know that much. Ready to start a conquest of spaces, expanding you and me on the fits of gravity. Uploaded a bunch. Here we go. Full glazing, half glazing, wet glazing, dirty glazing, center glazing, all the glazing. Yes. That was not picked up properly. Discord. Also, welcome. Aw, Rizzy's down to a single B. No more Rizzy name. That's... Oh my goodness, it's baby chicken. Holy shit, it's adorable. Oh my word. Maybe you should invent a new mini painting term just to make others be confused as we do sometimes. Holy shit, that's amazing. The trio! Oh my god. They're all mine. Yes, they are. Wow. Ah, it's the big ones. Yes. Baby, big. Oh, they're gorgeous. They all have names. Hell yeah. This, Refi, this means Rizzy wants to know the names. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that means they want to know the names. Whip, whip, whip. Ooh, it's Licht. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's such a cool model. And a nice dark teal on the color. That's super cool. Oh yeah. Weaponry. Good job, Licht. I like it. Yes, yes. Thanks for joining and sharing. Even took a bunch of selfies with them. Oh. I took a walk around the world. It's my troubled mind. I watched the world. Yeah. Time to sleep. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Guys, consider following Jalen Art. He just recently came back to streaming. Well, today. I hang out with him doing my work, my home office hours. He's a Dutch streamer who's also doing amazing things on Instagram. You gotta check it out. If you can find your way to the Instagrams. Excuse me. This one was very, very much occupying my belly. Have I left you down? Ooh. You back on solid ground. With my superhuman might. Holding my hand. Kryptonite. Thank you for the shout out, Rizzy, by the way. The chick sleeping man is named Gudrun. Ah, she's the most needy for cuddle, but if I cuddle with others, she's very envious. Oh my goodness. Relatable. Oh, no, Rizzy. Fuck yeah. I think it's been actually a while since this song last came up in the playlist. Maiden down. Burn my feet, just been walking around. Hot sun, making me sweat. Gators sitting coast. I can't dance, I can't talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I'm just standing here selling everything. Blue jeans sit on the beach. Her dog's talking to me, but she's out of reach. She kinda funny under that shirt. Oh, she got the dirt. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. Hmm. 11 chickens before, but sadly 2 didn't make it. No. With a sick, damn. Thanks for the lurk, Merlin, but I am not gonna make any longer. Getting hungry and very, very tired. Spilling beer on my shoe. That guy's talking to me. Trying to steal my blues. Oh yeah, thank you for the shout out, Jeezy. Really on top of that shout out game today. As always. Just standing here selling air. You never know he's looking on. The perfect body near the perfect face. Ba da 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 ba da da da. I lied the entire time? What? About what though? You're secretly a professional mini painter who just pretended to be a beginner to hear my advice? I could see that. Painted up 40k mini before a friend gave me a Deathwing Terminator to give it a try. Aw, do you still have it? I'm a bit sad I don't really know which model was my first. I think I painted an orc for a friend. Green skin or something. These super old ones with the completely wrecked back. Looks very poor, but it was a blast. Even a picture? Yeah. Save it. Save it. Oh shit, Mumford & Sons. My playlist wants me to sing even more. I'm sorry, guys. When I am home, like a stone, I fell heavy into your arms. These days of dust, which still you know, though I wear with this new song. Oh, another good beginner's advice. Another good beginner's advice for, especially for knights, is paint them separately. Paint the pieces individually and assemble them later. Try to figure out which order is smart before you start. Oh, that sounds like proper advice, full with rhyme and everything. Damn. Didn't know I had it in me. Yes, I. Take my step and relent. You forget, even I won't forget. Now what we'll see, dear man, and somewhere they shape the excess. 'Cause I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. And I will wait for you. As well as strong, and use my head alongside my heart. So take my flag and fix my eye Wanted to assemble the exoskeleton before and the rest after magnetizing painting? Sounds great. That sounds like a proper way to do it. And I kneel down for now. I need my bride. Where? I will wait for you. And more songs that make me sing. Jesus. A Deathwing is in Discord. I feel weird putting it in finished. Nah, you good, you good. Tell people it's your very first one. Make a little comment to it and watch what happens. Oh, there it is, you did. Hell yeah. Dude, that's amazing for a first mini. You should see the other first minis mini painters have. Honestly, I rarely use this emote, but there it is. Great shit, man. Honestly, be proud of that. For the first go at it, absolutely impressive. Hey yo, listen what I say. Oh, I'm back and hey yo, listen what I say. The damn look gets me every time in the lyrics. That's really good. You're too harsh on yourself? Yes. It's true. Listen to the man. Where to go? Also good beginner's advice. Never compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to your own work from yesterday. That can still be disappointing sometimes, but usually it's not, and most importantly, it's just on the same spectrum, on the same matrix of skill level and stuff, experience, you know? It's a line, not a minefield. God damn. I'm saying interesting things today. Not gonna put qualifiers on it, but interesting they are. Oh no. Whoa, whoa. Froggy! What's up, girl? Hi! How you doing? How you been? Can we get a shout out for the Froggy gamer girl? Just got home after driving 5 hours. Oh my goodness, how was it? How was Wales? How was everything? How was the con? It was a con, right? Shit, I hope you had a wonderful time. How was the food? Guys, follow Froggy, please. Thank you. Oh, my love now. Look at me just going for it. What the heck? Thank you. I'm so tired. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Quick. I don't want to let it dry too soon. Oh, that's too red. Heck. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my love now. Oh, yeah. It was good. I won like 6 out of 7 games I played. Oh shit! Congrats! You got an art channel? I got something for this and I'm actually proud of. Oh shit! Yeah, let's go, Refi. You can't talk. You're way too harsh on yourself too. When it... well... Maidens. Maidens, my man. I'm realistic about comparing myself to myself. I am working within that matrix, within that rule, but within that, yes, I might be harsh because I intentionally challenge myself a lot, and therefore expect better or faster progress and improvement. I am not breaking my own rule. I'm poor and need protein. Oh no. Ooh, Sun Redeem. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pools? Oh.